After India Today first reported that India's most wanted terrorist Dawood Ibrahim was calling politicians in India and had called BJP's Maharashtra minister Eknath Khadse, another politician's name has now emerged. He's also on the Dawn's frequently dialed list. India Today has learned that a former Congress MLA from Assam, Rana Goswami's number was also being dialed by Dawood Ibrahim from Karachi. The calls were made from a landline number registered in the name of Mehjabeen Sheikh, Dawood Ibrahim's wife. The calls to a former Congress Assam MLA, Rana Goswami, were made between the 5th of September 2015 and 5th of April 2016. There are 5 Indian numbers on that list of calls made from the landline that have been traced back to Dawood Ibrahim's residence in Karachi. One of them were traced to Maharashtra BJP Minister Eknath Khadse. The second one has now been traced to a former Congress MLA, Rana Goswami. India Today asked Rana Goswami about the phone call from Dawood Ibrahim's number. Let's listen in to what he said.
हेलो जी, आप मेरी आवाज सुन सकते हैं?
सुन रहे हो
जी। मैं अंकित त्यागी बोल रहा हूँ इंडिया टुडे से सर। बस ये एक वी जस्ट वांटेड टू चेक, देयर इज अ कॉल frequently being made on your number from a number in Pakistan which is registered to Dawood Ibrahim. May I know whom I'm speaking to?
You call from Pakistan now?
No, I'm calling from India Today, sir. I just wanted to know who I'm speaking to.
Yeah.
अपना नाम बताएंगे सर आप मुझे?
मैं राना गोस्वामी।
हाँ जी,
मेरा नाम
राना गोस्वामी।
या
सर कहाँ से बोल रहे हैं आप?
मैं गुवाहाटी से, असम से।
सर ये आपके नंबर पे पिछले एक साल में 5 सितंबर 2015 से लेकर 5 अप्रैल 2016 तक एक पाकिस्तानी नंबर से कई बार कॉल आया। वो नंबर जो है वो रजिस्टर्ड है दाऊद इब्राहिम को कराची में, पाकिस्तान में। क्या मैं आपसे जान सकता हूँ आपको इस नंबर के बारे में क्या जानकारी है और क्या आपकी बातचीत है इस नंबर पे?
ये नंबर तो फर्स्ट टाइम देखा, जिंदगी में देखा नहीं ये नंबर।
तो पाकिस्तान से आपके पास कोई कॉल नहीं आया पिछले एक साल में?
आज तक मैं पहले नंबर देखा हूँ मैं ये नंबर, आज तक
पहली बार आपके पास मतलब आपको अभी तक किसी से पाकिस्तान में आपकी कोई बातचीत नहीं है?
नहीं, सवाल ही पैदा नहीं होता है।
सर क्या काम करते हैं आप?
मैं तो पॉलिटिक्स में हूँ ना।
अच्छा, किस पार्टी से बिलोंग करते हैं सर?
मैं फ्रॉम
कांग्रेस से। तो इस बार असम में इलेक्शन लड़ा सर आपने?
मैं लड़ा था। हाँ।
जीते हारे हैं सर?
मैं हार गया हूँ।
अच्छा, हार गए। तो ये दाऊद इब्राहिम का नंबर है, उसमें आपकी जो उसकी कॉल लिस्ट है उसमें आपका नंबर क्यों है सर?
ये कैसे हो सकता है? ये तो जिंदगी में पहले बार आया। ये नंबर है क्या आपका? ये नंबर
नहीं, ये तो मेरा नंबर है सर, जिससे इंडिया टुडे के ऑफिस का नंबर है। लेकिन जो पाकिस्तान का दाऊद इब्राहिम का नंबर है उसमें जो 10 सबसे ज्यादा जिन नंबर पे कॉल आया है उस नंबर पे ये आपका जो नाम है वो दूसरा सबसे ज्यादा कॉल किया गया नंबर है।
नहीं, जिंदगी में बात नहीं कर, जानता भी नहीं हूँ, बात भी नहीं हो रहा मेरा।
तो आप कह रहे हैं कि आपका दाऊद इब्राहिम से कोई लेना देना नहीं है, लेकिन
जिंदगी में हो सकता है, देख सकता।
क्या पाकिस्तान से और किसी नंबर से आपकी बातचीत होती है रेगुलरली?
आज तक लाइफ में मैं जिंदगी छोटा से बड़ा हो गया, आज तक पाकिस्तान से किसी बात नहीं हो गया।
So you heard Rana Goswami there. He's denying getting any calls from Dawood Ibrahim Kaskar. Rana Goswami is now alleging that there is a bigger political conspiracy and an attempt by his opponents to malign him.
वो बिल्कुल बेबुनियाद है, ये झूठ है। इसको पॉलिटिकली मुझे मतलब डैमेज करने के लिए उन्होंने इसको झूठा इंजाम लगाया है। मैं सुनता मैं एक बड़ा आदमी है क्या? मैं बड़ा कोई पॉलिटिशियन हूँ न, मैं क्या बड़ा बिजनेसमैन हूँ न, मेरा क्या ताल्लुक है? कोई ताल्लुक बिल्कुल बेबुनियाद है, वो झूठा इंजाम है, उसको मैं कंडेम करता हूँ।
India Today's Ankit Tyagi now joins me for more on this. Ankit, you've been tracking the story very closely. Tell us more about the phone calls made from Karachi to Jorhat.
Gaurav, yesterday when we got this information, we had called up the numbers that we had these numbers, I would like to tell our viewers, are numbers that have been authenticated by Pakistan Telecommunication Limited, which is a service provider of the number that has been tracked to Dawood's wife, Mehjabeen. And the 10 most frequent numbers, 5 of them were Indian, one was a UK number, other few numbers were of UAE. Yesterday, we tried to contact all these numbers. The first Indian number was of Rana Goswamy. We called him up, we spoke to him, asked him what was his business with Dawood Ibrahim. He has denied it as of now, as has Mr. Eknath Khadse, the BJP leader. Now, what is happening in this is, Gaurav, we tried to other numbers also. There was another phone that was picked up by somebody called Sachin, who, after we introduced ourselves, disconnected the phone, did not pick it up again. Others' number were not picked up. What is happening here, Gaurav, is that here at India Today, we are not making any allegation of wrongdoing, but the bigger question is that all these numbers, those who feature on the list of the dreaded Don Dawood Ibrahim, India's most wanted, should be investigated by the authorities in India. Before going and asking Pakistan to do something, it is now for the Indian agencies to thoroughly investigate these numbers and see why they were called from the Karachi number, from Don's residence.
Ankit, keep tracking that story. I will come back to you for more. Now, the Aam Aadmi Party has hit out. The Aam Aadmi Party has demanded an investigation into the ex-Congress Party MLA Rana Goswami's call records. The Aam Aadmi Party has demanded that a national agency should investigate. This shouldn't be investigated either by the Maharashtra police or by the Assam police. They want a national agency to investigate Dawood Ibrahim's incoming calls to people in India. The Aam Aadmi Party claims that the BJP is now trying to politicize a matter of national security.
I think whichever agency is in charge of following up and getting extradition of Dawood Ibrahim, who is India's most wanted criminal, most wanted terrorist, that agency should take this matter up seriously. Whereas state police is concerned, it seems to be answering its political masters, and they seem to be in a hurry to absolve their political masters of any blame. But a national agency has to take charge of this, irrespective of whose names are there, whether it is BJP's Eknath Khadse or whether it is Congress's Rana Goswami. Any names which are there, all of them must be investigated, because this almost tantamounts to a conspiracy against the country, and therefore a national agency has to take charge of this investigation.
India Today Group's managing editor Rahul Kanwal and his team have been working very, very closely on this story. This team broke the story. Rahul broke the story and his team's been working on the story. Rahul, take us through the latest on this. So first, a BJP leader's name crops up. Now a Congress leader's name crops up. Is this being investigated by a national agency as the Aam Aadmi Party is seeking? What's the latest on this?
Well, we know for a fact that Manish Bangale, the ethical hacker at the center of these revelations, has written to the Prime Minister's office. He's asked for an independent inquiry to be conducted. We haven't heard yet whether or not such an inquiry has been ordered. We know that the Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis ordered an inquiry in Maharashtra. The Mumbai police very quickly gave a clean chit, within hours of this matter being raised, gave a clean chit to Eknath Khadse. But that was when only one BJP leader was involved. But now there are Congress leaders on that list. And I want to state this once again, Gaurav, for our viewers, that India Today has no evidence to show that Dawood Ibrahim himself spoke to either Rana or to Khadse. What we do know is that their numbers feature on the list of most dialed numbers. That is incontrovertible, shown through a telephonic bill, an electronic bill generated by Pakistan Telecommunications Limited. That is not in dispute. The call detail records show this. The minister and the former Congress MLA are saying in their defense that they didn't speak, and all MLAs, all ministers have multiple phones, there are multiple people handling those phones, and therefore it is possible that somebody else also spoke. That is within the realm of what is possible. But the larger question, Gaurav, is that why is Dawood Ibrahim calling these people? Why are these numbers on his most dialed list? What about everybody else that Dawood Ibrahim is trying to reach out to? You've got a whole bunch of people who are receiving calls very frequently from these Karachi numbers. Who are these people? Why are they receiving calls? Are we tapping these calls? Are we asking these people, why are you in touch with the Don in Karachi? Those are questions India's central intelligence agencies and our police force need to answer. That, I'm afraid, is not happening. We've been asking Pakistan to deliver. We've been putting pressure on Nawaz Sharif. We've been putting pressure on the Pak NSA. But what about first dealing with what we can in our own backyard? I think that's the critical thing. There's an intelligence bureau report that says that the Don has an empire of at least 10,000 crore rupees in India. This includes interest in the gutka trade, real estate, hotels. So there are several enterprises that are still through Benami owned by the Don. Now what are we doing about those? I think that's the principal question which we need to ask, and now questions that we need to find an answer to, Gaurav.
Oh, absolutely. So 10,000 crore rupee empire that Dawood Ibrahim runs. What is being done about that? Rahul, I will come back to you for more. For the moment, many thanks. Now, Dawood Ibrahim Kaskar, he's a designated global terrorist. He's India's most wanted terrorist. He's not just been calling people in India. He has assets worth over 10,000 crore in this country. India today has learned that Dawood's empire in India is panning across several states in several industries, including mining and fake Indian currency, apart from drugs and narcotics. We bring you this report.
India's most wanted global terrorist, living a perfectly protected life in Karachi, Pakistan, has tentacles in his home country that you've never heard about before. If you're wondering about the figure, well, brace yourself. 10,000 crore rupees. That's how big D Company's empire in India is at this time. After India Today's agenda-setting story on Dawood Ibrahim's phone calls to Indian politicians, we now expose Dawood's multi-billion-dollar empire in the country. To start with, a hotel on Juhu Tara Road in Santa Cruz West in Mumbai. Also 2 flats on Juhu Tara Road, 2 shops on LT Marg, property in 3 buildings on Dr. AB Road in Worli in Mumbai, properties in Tardeo in Arun Chambers building, a flat in the Cooperative Society in Andheri East, properties on Kadel Road in Mahim, properties near Dargah Haji Ali in Mumbai, a 4-acre piece of property in Javali, and agricultural land in Kanajra village in Panchgani, Maharashtra. The big question, why hasn't the government cracked down on these Dawood Ibrahim assets if it knows about them? Well, the Enforcement Directorate has asked the Municipal Corporation in Mumbai to submit all details regarding these properties, but that isn't the end. It actually gets even bigger. India Today can now confirm that the Intelligence Bureau's report states that Dawood has big stakes in coal mines, controls a $2 billion fake currency operation in the country, runs both betting and property syndicates across India, and also a narcotics and drug trade through Pakistan and India. Top sources say Dawood's multi-billion-dollar empire runs smoothly on official machinery, oiled by decades of systematic corruption. From politicians to officials, there are many on Dawood's payroll turning a blind eye, resulting in his empire flourishing over the years. Well, recently, a handful of Dawood assets were auctioned off. But does the Modi government have the will to go all the way in a bigger crackdown on Dawood Ibrahim's India Inc.? With Gaurav Sawant in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.